Hello and welcome to the 160th of a second photography podcast. Today I'm going to be looking at using storyboarding software to convey a shoot. Now, some time ago I did an episode about Satellite 3D. Now, with Satellite 3D, it's a photography tool and it's a piece of software for your PC or Mac. You download it. You can put a model in sort of a virtual set. You can pose them as you want, and you can set lights and you can have certain lenses, and you can pre-visualize the image you're going to get. So you can set things up, you can see how it works, and you can see what the camera sees. It's a great piece of software if you're stuck indoors and you want to do some practice shooting and see what things are like. You can almost do a virtual shoot. It won't be a person. I'm not talking about a virtual shoot over the internet. It won't be with a person, but you get the idea. So I've been looking at storyboarding software, and you use the storyboarding software for things like just making a storyboard of a film you want to make or an idea. Now, a lot of these storyboarding softwares are free, and you can pretty much convey the same thing or the same idea as you could in Satellite 3D. So I've been using something called Previs Pro, and that's on the iPad, and automatically it's easier because it's on the iPad, and you can get it on my phone. I can get it on my iOS device, my iPhone, so I can do it anywhere. So it's really good. So I can put people in. The posing and the people, they're not as good as in Satellite 3D, but I can still put them in, and I can put in props. And I can even put in the prop of like a photographic background roll. So I can put cars in and everything in, and then I can print it out to a PDF. If you pay for a version, if you pay for the Pro version, you can export it as a movie, but the export of a movie is just a series of images, really. There's no sort of movement or dynamic or transitions. So you can also export them as pictures. So you might as well export them as a picture and just make your own movie from them. But where Provis is very good, very, very, very good, is you can go outside, or you don't have to do it outside actually. You can use augmented reality. So if I wanted to go outside in my garden, I could take my phone with me and I could sort of move it around, and it will scan the floor and it will put the scene in Previs Pro on the floor. So I can put a person in and some props, and I can put them in my garden. So if I want to go out and I'm doing a location shoot, I can pretty much define what I want it to look like and send it to someone and say, we're going to shoot here, you're going to stand like this, you're going to have these props, and it's free as well. All that's free. Another piece of software is called Storyboarder, and that's from a company called Wonder Unit, and again, that's free. And I haven't downloaded that. I'm probably going to download that, and I might do a review of that in a coming episode. It's for Windows or Macs or Linux. I don't know how many of you are using Linux. That looks very promising as well, very powerful, and it's free. And the other one is called Cinetrace. Now, Cinetrace I don't think is as good as Satellite 3D in terms of the accuracy of the light output. One thing that Satellite 3D is very good at is if you put up a flash and you put it to a certain power and you put it through a modifier, it recreates very accurately what you're going to see in the camera. And then you can change your camera, you can use different cameras, different lenses, and you get a very good, and you can almost press a button to take the picture. You get a very good and very accurate portrayal, and that's really good. Cinetracer is very similar, and you can put movement in and things like that, because don't forget it's designed for storyboarding films, but I don't think the accuracy of the light is as good, so that is one thing to remember. Also, you have to buy it through Steam, so it's not an official product, it's in beta at the moment. So certainly I'm going to be trying Storyboarder. I'm going to be using these Previs softwares to convey my ideas when I get out shooting people. There's no point at the moment because I won't be shooting people. I won't be taking photographs of people rather than shooting them. That could be misconstrued because this is going to go on YouTube, this episode. I don't want to be misconstrued. So I'm going to definitely be using these, and hopefully by the time I get back to shooting people, I will have a good idea of which storyboarding software or satellite is going to be the best. Certainly for inside a photographic studio or an indoor space, satellite, it was probably going to be the best for photography purposes. Anyway, let me know, have you found this useful? Will you be using storyboarding software to plan out and show your vision for your shoot? Do let me know. Do leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you. Goodbye.